Hey there folks. The purpose of this video is to document the process of detailing a car using products that I got on Amazon. So the purpose is not to show you the very best products out there, although I do think these are good products, but it's really to kind of outline a process and the result that you can see from that process of detailing. So I did a lot of reading, and this is something that was very kind of confusing and foreign to me, so I really wanted to learn how to do this and then show you the results. So I have here an '89 Honda CRX that has never been detailed and has only really been washed at machine car washes. And this is the right front fender. And as you can see, there is a lot of dirt, even from after being washed about a month ago. There's a lot of dirt, a lot of caked on what is called rail rust, or brake lining dust that has stuck onto the car over the years. So pretty grimy. When I touch it, it's actually very sticky to the touch. So what I'm going to do is show you the products that I used and the end result. Some of these pictures can be a little light, but here you see another picture, and hopefully you see just the level of grime and dirt. I first started with by using the Mother's Waterless Car Wash. I didn't have access to a garden hose nearby, and the car is parked in the garage, so I thought I'd use this first to see the how it went. I followed the instructions, and one of the things I did is wear nitrile gloves. So something that I think is very important, something that I haven't seen a lot from a lot of the detailing videos or instructions. People are usually washing their cars with their bare hands, and just a little note, these chemicals eventually will seep through into your skin, and what you don't want to do is be washing cars for years, or if you're in the detailing business, washing for hours, weeks, months, years, and have those chemicals seep into your skin. So, just as a friendly reminder, not a bad idea to wear gloves as you're washing your car. So first thing I did was spray the Waterless Car Wash on that right front fender, and afterwards I wiped it down. And I think it's very important to use a lot of microfiber towels. You don't want to rub dirt on an already clean car. So here's another picture. After I used the Waterless Car Wash, I wanted to run my hand just a little bit on the hood, just to feel kind of the grit and consistency of the hood that has not been washed, and compare it to the right front fender. And I already started to feel that the right front fender was a little smoother, felt a little cleaner. Then I used a clay bar. The clay bar that I used was a Mother's clay bar, and it came with an instant detailer spray bottle. And the purpose of this instant detailer is just to add more lubrication to the surface, so you don't rub this hard abrasive, the clay bar, onto your paint. There's the clay bar, and again I would spray the right front fender with the instant detailer, and then I would use the clay bar. And I think it's very important, I've seen this in a lot of videos and read it, it's very important not to put too much pressure. You actually want to move in a uniform direction, side to side, with not a whole lot of pressure. You don't need a whole lot of pressure to start taking off a lot of those particles and contaminants. And again, you use another clean microfiber towel, don't use a dirty one, and start taking off all of that residue, taking off all of the clay that's basically there. I started to use another spray or two of the instant detailer to make it a little more lubricated, and then wipe that off. Right now I can start to see the difference between that right front fender and the hood. And I don't know if you can see in this picture, but the right front fender started to just started to look a little brighter. Afterwards, I used the Mother's spray wax. As you can tell, I'm using a lot of the Mother's product. Like I said, I'm not saying that this is a superior product, and I probably broke some cardinal rules by using whatever, this or that product, but I wanted to really test the process. So, using spray wax, very easy. You don't need a hand polisher. So, I polished by hand. I took it off and polished by hand using a new microfiber towel. Again, very important to keep switching up towels. Now you can really start to see the difference, and it really stood out to me. Here's another picture. A big difference between that hood and the right front fender. I started to get excited about what you can actually do with the process, and this whole mystery of being able to detail a car was starting to go away. I was starting to understand what this process was like, which was pretty fun for me. And here I started to do the one half of the hood and leave the other half untreated, unwashed, clay barred, or anything, just so we could start to see the difference. Here you see just the level of grime or dirt that was on the hood before we started. Pretty grimy, pretty rough. Afterwards, I don't know if you can tell that that one side of the hood just super shiny, started to stand out. Not 100% perfect, but I really liked the results. You can see in these further pictures, it was just really pretty neat to see the fruits of my labor, and how you can just make that color pop. This is a 30-year-old car, and the paint started to look pretty good. It also started to feel pretty smooth, and I was pretty happy with the results. So there you have it, folks. I'll put a description of the products in links to the products in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hope you get to use these products and be able to detail your car and start enjoying this detailing process. All right, thanks, folks.